In last class, we have studied about the classification of antimicrobial agent, mode of action, potassium permanganate. Now we discuss about the chlorinated lime. If you want to study about the hydrogen peroxide, potassium permanganate, and boric acid, and about the antimicrobial agent classification and mode of action, you can go through the last video whose link is in the description. Please check it out. Now we discuss about the chlorinated lime. So here the chlorinated lime having the formula CaOClCl.H2O, CaOCl2. It is also known as bleaching powder, as we all know, or chlorine of lime. It contains not less than 30% weight by weight of chlorine. It contains calcium hypochlorite, calcium hydroxide, which having the formula CaOH का whole twice, and chloride ions. That's why it is represented by CaOClCl.H2O. Here the important thing is that it is having the formula and the concentration which is not less than 30% weight by weight of chlorine. This is the preparation of chlorinated lime, which is by treating dry calcium hydroxide, which is known as slag lime. This is dry calcium hydroxide, CaOH का whole twice, is treated with chlorine, that is chlorine, from 12 to 24 hours, and what we get? We get the chlorinated lime. We saturate it for 12 to 24 hours. Then the physical properties are, it is dull white powder having a strong odor of chlorine, because chlorine is present in the structure, partially soluble in water and alcohol, means it is partially soluble in water. Its aqueous solution are strongly alkaline. Then we having the two chemical properties which are treating of chlorinated lime with dilute acids. In dilute acids, what we get? We get hypochlorous acid, which is HClO. Now this is the chlorinated lime, and this is the acid which is known as sulfuric acid, which is dilute here. And what we get? We get hypochlorous acid, which is also known as bleaching agent or oxidizing agent. And what we get also? We get calcium chloride and calcium sulfate. Just take a minute. Yes, this is bleaching agent and oxidizing agent. This hypochlorous acid is a bleaching agent and oxidizing agent. Now, if we treat the chlorinated lime with excess of dilute acids, this is the excess of dilute acid, which is a sulfuric acid in excess quantity, and we get free chlorine. This is chlorinated lime, this is in excess of hydrochlorous acid, and what we get? We get free chlorine and calcium sulfate and water. Similarly, if we treat this chlorinated lime with carbon dioxide, we get the free chlorine and calcium carbonate. The free chlorine, this amount of chlorine is called the available chlorine. It is equivalent to 35.38%. The chlorinated lime is decomposed in the presence of cobalt chloride. This is chlorinated lime. If we add cobalt chloride, then what we get? We get oxygen, and the decomposition of chlorinated lime will occur. This is the assay of chlorinated lime, which is based on the iodometric and ID-metric titration. Here, the aqueous suspension of chlorinated lime is treating with acetic acid in presence of potassium iodide. Then what happens? Hypochlorous acid is formed which is react with hydrochloride to form chlorine, which displaces iodine from potassium iodide. Liberated iodine, here the iodine is formed. Liberated iodine react with standard solution of sodium thiosulfate using starch solution as an indicator, and which gives blue color and disappear at the endpoint, means the blue color disappear at the endpoint. This is a reaction which is most important. This is chlorinated lime. As I told you, it reacts with acetic acid. When it reacts with acetic acid, we get calcium acetate, which having the formula CaCH3CO का whole twice plus HCl, and what we get? We also get here hypochlorous acid. This is the hypochlorous acid. Hypochlorous acid reacting with the hydrochloric acid, and we get the chlorine. Here the chlorine displaces the iodine from the potassium iodide, and we get the iodine. This iodine is reacting with the sodium thiosulfate, and what we get? We get the sodium tetrathionate. This sodium tetrathionate is reacting with iodine using starch indicator, gives blue color which disappear at the end point. So this is the assay of chlorinated lime. This is the reactions. Here 1 ml of 0.1 normal sodium thiosulfate is equals to 3.545 milligram of chlorine. It will help you in the calculation. So the uses are, it is rapid bactericidal agent. Bactericidal means it kills the bacteria. Cidal means killing. Preparation of surgical chlorinated soda solution, which is known as Dakin solution, employed as a wound disinfectant. Mixture of chlorinated lime with boric acid. If we mix the chlorinated lime with boric acid, what we get? We get Usol, which is a disinfectant lotion and used in wet dressing. It is also used for chlorination treatment of water in surgical pools, in swimming pools, and in laboratories. So this is all about the chlorinated lime. Today we study about the use of chlorinated lime, about the assay of chlorinated lime, the decomposition of chlorinated lime, treatment of chlorinated lime with excess of dilute acid or CO2, and with the dilute acids, about the physical properties, about the preparation and their concentration, which is not less than 30% weight by weight of chlorine, about the formula. The chlorinated lime is also known as bleaching powder and chlorine of lime. This is all about the today class. Here we have the syllabus. We already covered antimicrobial agent, mode of action, classification, and hydrogen peroxide, potassium permanganate, and boric acid. And today we discuss about the chlorinated lime. In next class we will study about the iodine, povidone iodine, and aqueous solution of iodine. From here, in next class we will study from here about the iodine. So this is all about the today class, and now we discuss once again classification, because by which you will easily remember the classification of antimicrobial agent. So the classification of antimicrobial agent is divided into two: oxidative antimicrobial agent and protein precipitate antimicrobial agent. So the oxidative antimicrobial agent is divided into two: oxidizing agent and halogens. Oxidizing agent is having the example hydrogen peroxide, H2O2, zinc peroxide, ZnO2, sodium perborate, NaBO3.4H2O, and potassium permanganate, as we all know, KMnO4. And halogens having sodium hypochlorite, NaOCl, iodine preparation, povidone iodine, and chlorinated lime. Chlorinated lime we discussed in today's class, which having the formula CaOCl2. Protein precipitation antimicrobial agent, which is divided into metallic salts and acid alkalis. Metallic salts are silver nitrate AgNO3, mercury compound like mercuric oxide HgO, mercuric oxide HgO, mercury chloride HgCl2, and ammonium mercury, which having the formula HgNH2Cl. And acid alkalis, boric acid, salicylic acid, and ammonia. Then the mechanism of action of antimicrobial agent is oxidation, halogenation, and protein precipitation. We have already discussed in earlier classes. Please go through the video. The link is in the description box about the two videos. So this is how we are going, and in next class we will study about the about the iodine discover, and we are going from here. Then we discuss about dental product, respiratory stimulant, expectorant anemetics, antidote, and this is how we going. If you have any suggestion, you will comment in the comment box, and please subscribe the channel. Thank you.